The sky was a brilliant shade of blue, dotted with soft, white clouds. Olivia stood on the dock, her backpack stuffed with supplies and her heart pounding with excitement. The old map she found in her grandmother's attic had changed her life. A treasure hidden on Misty Island? It sounded like something out of a storybook. But Olivia was determined to see it through. Her best friend, Liam, arrived with a toolbox in one hand and a drone slung over his shoulder. "Got everything?" he asked, a grin spreading across his face. "Food, water, flashlight, and, of course, the map," Olivia replied, holding it up proudly. "And your sense of adventure?" Liam teased. Olivia laughed. "Packed that, too." They boarded a small fishing boat piloted by an old sailor named Captain Reed. His grizzled beard and sun-weathered skin told of decades at sea. "Misty Island, huh?" he said as they set off. "They say the place is cursed. Ships disappear. People vanish." Liam raised an eyebrow. "Sounds like a great vacation spot." Olivia, undeterred, studied the map. "Cursed or not, we're going. This map has secrets waiting to be uncovered." The journey to Misty Island was smooth until they reached the final stretch. A thick fog rolled in, enveloping the boat. The world around them turned gray, and the water seemed eerily still. Captain Reed navigated carefully, his hands steady on the wheel. "Almost there," he muttered, squinting into the mist. When the island finally came into view, it was both breathtaking and intimidating. Towering cliffs rose from the shoreline, and dense forests covered the interior. "This is it," Olivia said, her voice filled with awe. The pair stepped onto the island, the soft crunch of sand underfoot breaking the silence. "We should set up camp," Liam suggested. They found a clearing near the edge of the forest and pitched their tents. As night fell, strange sounds echoed through the trees. Olivia and Liam sat by their campfire, the flickering flames casting shadows around them. "Do you think the stories are true?" Liam asked. "About the curse?" Olivia shook her head. "I think legends often start with a grain of truth, but it's up to us to uncover the real story." The next morning, Olivia and Liam unfolded the map. The faded ink revealed strange symbols and an inscription. "Where shadows dance and secrets lie, the first step hides where roots run dry." Olivia frowned. "Roots run dry, maybe an old tree?" "Let's start with the forest," Liam suggested. They wandered into the woods, the sunlight barely piercing through the canopy. Birds chirped overhead, and the air smelled of damp earth. Hours passed before they found a massive oak tree with gnarled, exposed roots. "This must be it," Olivia exclaimed. She knelt down and began digging. After a few moments, her fingers hit something hard. Pulling it free, she revealed a rusted metal box. Inside was a compass, its needle spinning erratically, and a new clue. "Follow where the needle points, but beware the steps you take." Liam examined the compass. "It's not pointing north. This is definitely not an ordinary compass." Following the compass deeper into the island, Olivia and Liam encountered increasingly challenging terrain. Thorny bushes scratched at their arms and legs as they hacked their way through. The air grew heavier, and the distant sound of waves crashing against rocks added to the tension. They came to a clearing where the compass needle began spinning wildly. "Looks like it's stuck," Liam said, shaking the device. "Wait," Olivia said, squinting at the map. This area is marked with a strange symbol. It looks like a spiral. As they scanned the clearing, Liam noticed a series of small stones arranged in a spiral pattern on the ground. It's a puzzle, he realized. We probably have to step on the stones in the correct order. Testing their theory, they carefully stepped from one stone to the next, following the spiral inward. A loud rumbling noise filled the air as they reached the center. The ground beneath them trembled, and a hidden trapdoor swung open, revealing a staircase leading underground. Descending into the darkness, Olivia and Liam found themselves in a vast underground labyrinth. The air was cool and damp, and the walls were covered in intricate carvings that seemed to tell a story. Liam used his flashlight to illuminate the path, while Olivia studied the carvings. These carvings show people carrying something heavy. It might be the treasure, Olivia murmured. But look at this part. There's a warning. The carvings depicted a figure falling into a pit, surrounded by jagged spikes. Beneath it was an inscription. Only the wise may tread. The reckless shall fall. Great, Liam said sarcastically. No pressure. They continued cautiously, avoiding pressure plates and other traps. At one point, they reached a dead end. A panel on the wall displayed a series of ancient symbols. It's another puzzle, Olivia said. Using the carvings as a guide, they rearranged the symbols to form a sequence. As the last symbol clicked into place, the wall slid open, revealing another passageway. The new passageway led to a room filled with mirrors. The reflections were distorted, making it hard to tell where they were going. At the far end of the room was a pedestal with an orb resting on it. Above the pedestal, an inscription read, "Only the light can show the way." Olivia inspected the orb. It's not just decoration. I think it's meant to reflect light. Using their flashlights, they directed beams of light onto the orb, which then refracted it across the mirrors. Gradually, the light aligned to reveal a hidden doorway. That was clever, Liam admitted. And probably just the beginning, Olivia replied, her excitement growing. The doorway led to a massive underground lake. In the middle of the lake was a small island with a large chest sitting on it. However, the water was too deep and murky to wade through, and the only visible path was a series of stepping stones. There's got to be a catch, Liam said, eyeing the stones suspiciously. Olivia pointed to markings on some stones. These symbols again. Some are safe, and others might not be. Using the map and their knowledge of the symbols, they carefully plotted a path across. Halfway through, one of the stones began to sink. Liam leapt to the next stone just in time. "This is officially the most dangerous thing I've ever done," he said, catching his breath. When they finally reached the island, the chest stood before them. It was ornately decorated with gold and jewels, its lock sealed with a strange mechanism. Olivia examined it closely. "It's another puzzle," she said. "We need to match the symbols in the correct order." After several tense minutes, the lock clicked open. Inside, they found gold coins, glittering gemstones, and an ancient diary. Olivia carefully opened the diary. Its pages were brittle but legible, written in a language she could mostly decipher. The diary belonged to an ancient leader of the island's inhabitants who had hidden the treasure to protect it from invaders. "This isn't just about the treasure," Olivia said. "It's about preserving their culture and history. They wanted their story to be remembered." The last few pages detailed how the islanders had left clues and tests to ensure only the worthy would find the treasure. It was never about greed, Liam added. They wanted someone who could respect their legacy. The journey back to the mainland was triumphant. With the treasure and diary safely in hand, Olivia and Liam were greeted by reporters and historians eager to learn about their discovery. Instead of keeping the treasure for themselves, they chose to donate it to a museum. The artifacts and the diary became part of a special exhibit titled The Legacy of Misty Island. Visitors from all over the world came to see the display, marveling at the ingenuity and culture of the island's people. Months later, Olivia and Liam sat in a quiet cafe, reflecting on their adventure. "Do you ever think about what we went through?" Liam asked. "Every day," Olivia replied with a smile. "It wasn't just about the treasure. It was about the journey, the lessons, and the people who came before us." Liam raised his coffee cup. "To Misty Island, and to our next adventure." "To the next adventure," Olivia echoed, clinking her cup against his. As they gazed out of the window, the sunlight reflecting off the glass reminded them of the orb in the Hall of Mirrors. It was a symbol of light, truth, and discovery, a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are the stories we uncover along the way. All right, please answer the question. 1. What was the purpose of Olivia's journey to Misty Island? 2. Who accompanied Olivia on her adventure? 3. What challenges did they face during their exploration? 4. How did they solve the riddle in the cave? 5. What did they find in the treasure chest? 6. How did Olivia and Liam ensure the legacy of Misty Island was preserved? Please leave your answers in the comments below and see how much your listening has improved.